What's going on, you guys? So, you guys know I talk a lot about focus, right? Where we place our focus is where we place our attention. It's where we place our energy. It's where we channel everything, right? So, I want you guys to think about this, and I'm gonna reference one of my favorite people, Mother Teresa. I don't know in what context she was speaking in, but this quote always stuck with me. She told people, invite me to a anti-war rally, I won't come, but if you invite me to a peace rally, I'll be there. Now I'm paraphrasing, obviously she didn't say in those exact words, but really, I think a lot of the issues that we have is from an over-focus on the problem. And of course that's natural because we're always talking about the problem, we're always discussing it, we're always listening to other people talk about the problem, right? Putting all our attention and focus on the problem perpetuates the problem. Okay, and you can't, to quote Einstein here, you can't solve an issue with the same level of thought that created it. So you have to shift gears, we have to shift our focus, we have to shift our attention, we have to become solution-oriented, not problem-oriented, right? And I think this is so applicable, it's so useful, and so practical for everyone because we're all experiencing issues on a number of different scales, right? I mean, it could be personal, it could be something related to your health, it could be financial, or something at work. It could be anything. And of course, collectively right now, we're going through, whether it's quarantine or maybe you have members of your families who are actually sick. We're seeing a lot of cracks in institutions, whether they be the economy, our school institutions, whether it be the government itself, right? We're seeing cracks in a lot of these places. And, it's always been the case that, as humans, we're just perpetually unhappy with everything that is, right? But, a lot of it is just from constantly surrounding ourselves with people who discuss and talk about all the things that are wrong with the world. I'm going to encourage you guys to surround yourself with people who are looking to create solutions. Surround yourself with books, with authors, with videos, with lectures. YouTube has an abundance of good quality content. I'm not one for social media necessarily, but of course, what am I doing? I'm using social media to get a lot of these messages out. So there's a lot of good quality, conscious content out there. And so my wish for you is for you to start to really shift gears, shift the way you approach things, because we need to learn to rewire our focus, rewire our brain patterning, all these different things that we've accumulated throughout our lives. We need to learn how to start to actually shift gears. That's my message to you. That's the work that I'm going to be doing. This is where my focus is going. My personal focus is going. It's creating the solution. Okay? And that's where I want to bring you guys to. Start thinking about the problems in your lives. Start thinking about some of the internal struggles you're facing. Start thinking about some of the very real external struggles we're facing, the planet is facing, the environment. And let's start creating solutions. You're wasting so much energy and time just talking about what's wrong. Let's create by shifting our focus. Let's create something better. That's my message to you today. Quick, nice, short, simple. I've been very guilty, and I've been told that I can sometimes talk a lot. Trying to be a little more mindful of that, but then of course some things just need a little more explication. So short and simple today. Become solution oriented. And this is something you can train yourselves. First, you have to train your ability to become aware. It's exactly what I've been talking about in all of my videos. Developing awareness, developing mindfulness. So you can start to notice the fact that you're engaged in negative thinking. So you can start to notice the fact that you're engaged constantly in thinking about the problem, which you don't want. We need to learn to become mindful. That is practice. We have to learn how to focus. That is another practice. So that way we can then more deliberately be engaged in creating the things we want to create. And ultimately, the last thing that I wanted to share, I almost forgot. It's a fun little mental shift that you can engage in. I picked this up from Vishen Lakhani. He's the founder of Mind Valley, which is an incredible organization in and of itself, which I'm not going to obviously talk about too much today, but I've taken a lot of their courses. I've done a lot of their what they call quests, but there's so much gold there, so much incredible content. But what he talks about is turning any kind of projects we have, turning any kind of problems we have into projects, right? So even just taking these things and understanding them from a different perspective really kind of shifts the tone, shifts the energy around it that we kind of engage that problem with, because now it's a project, it's something creative, something we can dive into, something where there's opportunity for growth, for creation, for innovation. Okay, so become solution oriented. Okay, and with that, guys, I'm going to leave you with these final words that I'm probably going to sign off with for most of my videos. But this is my personal, I guess you could call philosophy around life. You gotta love right. You gotta do right. You gotta make sure you're also eating right, moving right, breathing right, and thinking right. You do all those things, guys, I promise you will be all right. With that, much love, an awesome day. Peace.